Hello Bitzbox, it's Craig from Bitzbox.co.uk here with another conversion video. So in this one I am making a trade pioneer for the Soulbound RPG game. So this is the RPG Age of Sigmar game, and a trade pioneer is something that we don't really have at all in the sort of main Age of Sigmar game. So I thought it would be a great opportunity to show you how I convert one up to use in the RPG, should you wish to play this character yourself. So I'm doing a human one, but you can have any race that you want for these, and if you end up liking this video and you'd like to see me do some other races, then please do let me know in the comments down below. But yeah, let's just get straight into it. Okay, so as always we start with a base. This is a 32mm base. Typically you'd probably use one of the smaller bases, but I felt I'm going to use this in Soulbound and give them a nice 32mm base, and yeah, might be some room to add a companion on or something. Look familiar? Maybe. I haven't worked out how I'm going to do that yet. But anyway, a trade pioneer. So one set that I think works really well as a base for the trade pioneer is the volley gun, Hellblaster volley gun I think it's called, from the Free Guild, Age of Sigmar Free Guild. I've got a couple of sprues here. So this is probably the one I'm going to use. I just wanted to have like the frilly trouser legs. This one's probably more ideal. I'm not going to go over it though, but if you're building your own trade pioneer, this one works really well. You've got your little telescope eyeglass thing. Should work pretty well also. The other body on there is this one, which again would also work pretty well. If you get hold of some of the old Empire Militia set, they would work as a good base as well. Also the greatswords aren't too bad. The legs are okay, but the torsos I find are a bit sort of heavily armoured. But you could probably find an alternative torso. So just clip this one off. Now, to be fair, any head in the Empire range should work as well, but I think I might do something different with my one, and we'll look at that later. Got a few little ideas for this guy. So let's get him glued onto his base. Like so. You can see that he does look a bit diddy on that large base, but doesn't bother me. He's a hero, of course, so yeah. Okay, so in terms of loadout for these guys, they can literally take any common, well, they can take 2 common weapons and 1 melee and 1 ranged. I'm gonna combine the 2 into some sort of like gunblade type thing. I want to zoom in a bit more as well. Let's go in like, yeah, that'll do. So that's what I'm gonna do now, and obviously I don't care about the logistics of a gunblade. I know they don't work. This is a fantasy set, and who cares? So I think I'm gonna jump into the handgunners, or maybe the pistoliers. Let's look at the pistoliers first. I absolutely love the pistoliers. I think we might start stocking all this stuff on the site again, but a lot of this old Free Guild stuff. The only reason we don't have them is they're just a bit of a pain to get hold of sometimes, but they're just so cool, aren't they? I mean, there's some amazing heads here. I mean, you could... Oh, I'm just going to focus. Focus! Let's get rid of this sprue. Some really cool heads. Would work really well for Praetorian Guard. I wouldn't use anything too... should I say regal, I suppose? Too soldiery. That sort of bear head there would work quite well for a trade pioneer. Essentially, think of them as someone who just travels a lot. Essentially what they are. Not really sort of a military person at all. So there are some pistols. Now I don't know whether to use a longer gun or a pistol. Pistol's probably going to be better. And if I remember correctly, there are a few in here. So it all depends what sort of pose I want to go for. Before I Yeah, there's quite a few actually. And before I make a choice as well, let's just look in the handgunners. See what we've got there. Now, handguns are mainly the larger rifles, so I don't really want to use a rifle. I think I want a pistol and a hand axe. So, yeah, I don't know if we'll use anything from this set or not. We shall see. Very cool set though, very cool. Again, lots of really nice heads. And any of these would work really well for a trade pioneer. These sort of heads here. That one's really cool with a big scar down his face as well. Do like the hats with the feathers in. Pretty cool. For what I'm going for though, as I said, you'll see something like that. So I think maybe having his gun up. There's that one. Oh, get in shot, come on. Doesn't want focus, but that, oh there we go, that one's pretty cool. So he's sort of holding it up over his shoulder. You could also have it outstretched, left or right as well. I think there's options for both throughout these sprues. Now, but I'm deliberately going with the left. And I just want to cut this little bit of crap off there. Not damaging too much. I have to get a knife on there. Now, I'm not going to play around with mould lines on this video, but if you are using these bits, they do have quite a lot of mould lines on them, so make sure you tied all them up. I just want to get this big bit off though. Don't damage it down too much. I got a file about somewhere, but you never find them when you need them. That'll need to be neatened up, but yeah. So we'll see how that looks. You're sort of holding that sort of back like that. It's sort of kind of cool. That's what I have it. Yeah, that's something like that. I quite like that. Now, of course, the arm sort of matches the legs as well. I mean, all the Free God stuff is pretty much quite universal. I have my file as well. So just file that. Oh. File that, make it nice and smooth. So I'll get that glued on in a moment. But as I said, I want to do some sort of gun blade with a sort of hand axe. There are little knives and stuff if you want to use like a knife, or you could just give them like separate things. So this is from the Great Swords. Another amazing set. I really love this sort of axe. I'm thinking of just taking the blade really and just sticking it on the bottom there. Simple as that. Now in the game, it's actually going to be a detachable piece because you can throw them. You see, in Soulbound, your little daggers and little hand axes and stuff you can throw. So if that ever comes up, I'll just say you can detach it and throw it. Be pretty cool. Now I just want to flatten that down and get a little bit of glue on there. I might actually just file slightly. So now your trade pioneer can be any race. They're the only archetype so far that can be any race, as far as I know. If you'd like to see me try making one for other races, then please do let me know. This one is actually going to be my character that I play as. I chose human because I had a few ideas. So that's how it looks, essentially. Again, let's not get into logistics here. Now, it probably would look better on a larger gun, but I'm liking it anyway. That's pretty cool. Just got to make sure it's straight. Oh. Okay, so I'm going to give that plenty of time to dry, and while that's drying, I'll get some other bits together. So this is how it's looking glued on. Now I hope it won't interfere too much with the head that I want. We'll see. The other arm I've chosen is this one with the little telescope binocular thingy. That's part of the reason why, another reason why I didn't choose the other torso. Now this was also from the Hellblaster volley gun. There are other arms on this should you choose the other torso. There's like a pointed arm. There's one with a sword. And there is just one with holding nothing, but I just couldn't have a miniature with a free hand. That's just not me. So that's how he's looking so far. So the head that I've gone with is this one from the Chaos Marauders. I didn't want one with a Chaos Marauder Horseman even, sorry. I didn't want one with a beard. So I went with this one. He has got the long hair, he's got a little earring. So it has that sort of pirate look, which I thought would work quite well for sort of a traveller. Now it's just a case of putting it in a position. I could have him looking that way, maybe. If I don't know, I want his face so close to a gun. I think it just looks a bit goofy. I think he should be facing away from it. So it's just a case of like not getting the hair. Not me, so he's almost sort of resting on his hair there. So yeah, I'm not too sure whether it'd be better if I'd used an outstretched pistol arm and had him looking in that direction, or what. The only problem with that is, this is sound really pedantic, but he's got his left leg forward where he should really have his right foot forward if he was doing that, you see. It's normally, I mean you don't have to, but I always like to have the sort of head almost sort of facing the similar direction to whichever leg is forwards. I think that works alright. I would probably prefer his head to be looking a little bit more to that side. My right, his left. But I'm not sure we can get away with that. There's just a bit of interference there with the hair and the gun. Maybe move it down a little bit. That's not too bad. So the last thing I want to do, and I don't even know if I can do this because of the hair, is give him a backpack. I've got this metal one, but I don't think I can center it. So I'm wondering whether there's a little bag or something that I can put on him. So I wish he'd focus. Focus, please. I apologise. So many of these videos, the autofocus is just so naff on this camera. But yeah, that's how he's looking. I'm quite liking him. I'll see if there's something I can put on his back, because I'm obviously a traveller as well. He won't be travelling light, so definitely need something there. Okay guys, so I just couldn't keep it like that anymore, so I found this arm on the Pistoliers set. Please focus. So I'm going to use that instead. Unfortunately, I think just because of how everything is, I might be able to get it as low as I want. If I do that, aim it up just a little bit. So I'll get the axe head put on there. I just found there's too much going on in such a short space. That was really making it sort of confined, but now I could sort of have the head on sideways, and then maybe I can get my original backpack plan going. So this backpack, I have no idea what it's from, so I do apologise, but it's a metal backpack from a third party provider. It's got lots of little stuff on there. You could use some from the Imperial Guard, the Catachans, Acadians. They've all got backpacks. There are some smaller ones that they have which would probably work. I can't think of any off the top of my head, but if you do know any, then definitely leave a comment down below. So yeah, that's what we're gonna do here. So I'll do the axe head last. I'll stick his actual head on now. And it's a good idea to have him looking where he's aiming, otherwise it'd be a bit silly. So I'll have him like that. You'll notice as well, having him like this, he looks a bit larger on his base, having his arms sort of stretched out like that as well across him, just gives him that sort of illusion of being larger as well, which I think works really well. So yeah, give him a bit of time to dry before I put the axe head on, and I'll get the backpack on as well. And here he is. So yeah, the axe head on the pistol is an absolute pain in the backside. I won't lie. It's still drying at the moment, but he's got his backpack on. Again, as I said, you could look for other kits. I just didn't have any. I was going to use an Imperial Guard one. I don't like to use non-GW bits a lot in these sets. In these videos, sorry. Yeah, really cool. I think he's going to work quite well now. Although I've said about non-GW stuff, I found a sprue from Warlord Games. No idea what it is. Pretty cool, but it just comes with a load of hats. So I wasn't sure whether to give him a hat or not. What I really like about these though is that they actually have the indents inside. They're quite Indiana Jonesy. But I do have a little baseball caps and whatnot as well, but obviously that would be a bit silly in Age of Sigmar. I don't know whether he's going to have a hat or not, but you could kind of sort of see what it would look like. But if I was to put it on, I could file down some of the hair. To be fair, I'm not totally against that. I'm not totally against giving him a hat. It's a matter of taste, I'm sure some of you might be like, no. But I'm going to give him a hat. I apologise to anyone who's screaming at the screen saying I shouldn't, but just to give him a bit of uniqueness, and it sort of helps sell that sort of traveller adventurer aesthetic, I suppose. Could be worse. I could go the steampunk route and give him a top hat, but as tempting as it is. Yeah, so I think what I'd do is I would chop down some of his hair and get this hat on as best as I can. So, sorry guys, but yep. So yeah, here is the final miniature. So I think he worked quite well as a trade pioneer. Certainly sells that sort of traveller look, in my opinion. Of course, it's all a matter of taste, but I think it suits him as a character quite well, and hopefully we'll do an upcoming campaign where I'll use him. I quite like the hat, I'm not gonna lie. It does help sell that sort of traveller look. He's got his backpack, he's got his hat, he's got his binoculars, you know. What more does he need, eh? But yeah, really happy with how he's turned out. Now, of course, you can use so many different parts from the Free Guild to make a human trade pioneer, for sure. If you would like to see me do a trade pioneer for other races, then please do let me know in the comments, and I'll get my thinking cap on for that. I've got a few ideas. I can certainly show them off. But yeah, a nice simple little conversion for my Soulbound character. So I hope you did enjoy this video. If you did, as always, just give it a thumbs up, and you can subscribe to our channel if you haven't done so already, to see more videos like this, and painting tutorials and much more. We do quite a lot of different stuff here on Bitzbox. And yeah, thank you so much for watching. I'll see you all again in the next video. If you enjoyed this video, then please feel free to subscribe to our channel if you haven't done so already. You can also click that bell icon to be notified when a new video has gone live on this channel. On the screen now are 2 more videos that you may wish to check out, and a link to our Patreon page also. Thank you so much for watching, and we'll see you again soon.